doggy, doggy. Oh, the doggy, doggy, doggy. Puppy. Hey guys, how's it going? Shadowfly here. I have my new baby. It's a Yamaha FZ-09, as in Foxtrot Zulu 09. Brand new off the, right off the floor. I put about 29 miles, about 30 in a second on it, so can't really see what it's got yet. So I have to wait for its first oil change, or whatever you call it. But oh, does this thing got power? Oh, riding this thing coming from a Honda Shadow 750. Oh, this is like night and day. This is amazing, guys. This is also not a beginner's bike, so if I have any new riders on here and they see this, they're like, oh hey, I want to go get that bike. Well, I really suggest that you start on something smaller than this. I've been riding for about 3 years, and this throttle, I have to put it in B mode right now. I'm still getting used to it because it is definitely jumpy, but I'm going to go ahead and put it into standard mode right now. Now I'm going to go up in the hills right now, because I have to get some grip on the side of my tires. These are brand new tires and I don't want them slipping. By the way, I'm only in second gear. This thing has 6 gears to go, and I don't even need to shift right now. Woo! Oh shit! Alright, hold down with 2 hands. That was actually pretty scary, not gonna lie. I made myself poo a little. I made myself poo! Alright, complaints before I get into the hills. The leaning forward on the bike does put me into supporting myself in the palm of my hand, so in between my thumb and my index. So when it comes to me reaching for the turn signal, you know, it's not quickly accessible. I have to turn my hand. Now if in the middle of doing something, that means I now have to let go of the handlebar to do that, and can become sketchy at sometimes. So I do see myself in the future not indicating my turn lane, but I will always indicate if I'm changing lanes. I'm going to go ahead and lane split right here, because why not? And yeah, so nothing done to this bike yet. It's completely stock. I do plan on getting some exhaust on it so I can hear it. Right now what I'm hearing is just a lot of air coming from the intake, which is right here and right here. It has a forced air intake, which is lovely. The only time I see that being a problem is if it's raining. I don't know. I haven't done research on, you know, riding this bike in the rain. If it's anything like a car's cold air intake, I don't want water getting in there. But I'll have to look that up. But, you know, living in California, I don't have to worry about rain all that often. It does happen. It happened, actually, it was raining the day I bought this. But it was raining in the morning, and I went around 12 in the afternoon, so everything was already bright, sunny, and shiny, and dry. Like right now, I had to let go of my handlebar to do that as I'm slowing down. I don't really care much for that. Ugh. There's that throttle response. Now again, I am not laying into it because it doesn't have its first maintenance. It's only at 32 miles, and it has so much more throttle to go. Oh, so much throttle! I love this bike. I love this bike. You are my new baby. You're my new baby. It does have an A mode, which is the more sporty of the modes that I am not gonna do anytime soon. Please get off your phone. Yeah, the Shadow was sold to that gentleman, of which I was at that go-kart place, K1 Speed. He did end up buying the Shadow, and he's a buddy of mine. We've known each other for a while. He came in from Las Vegas. Thank you. nope, I don't think so. He's been looking to get a bike, and he has never had a bike, so I told him the Shadow 750, that is a great bike. I mean, I had it for as long as I did, and I never got bored of it. The only problem I had with it is when I got on the freeway, if it was light traffic on the freeway, and here in California, everyone wants to go around 80 miles an hour, you know, that was pretty much the limit that I wanted to push that bike at. It could do a little bit more, but it sounded like it was going to fall apart. So, I never really pushed it with that one. But yeah, he loaded up on the back of his truck and he took it all the way back out into Las Vegas, and you know, he's already adopted into his little biker family, and I'm going to be doing some road trips on this here to go visit, and you guys will see the Shadow when I do that. And he's going to be coming out here basically now that he has a motorcycle. You know, whenever we have free time, we're gonna try and plan something, just something simple. Cruise out somewhere, catch some. Ooh, I was not looking that direction. I fucked up. I fucked up. That is my fault. I'm an idiot. All right. Okay. So this bike does sit a lot higher than the Shadow. You know, I don't rest my whole foot on the floor when I'm at a light. I don't have a bent knee. I kind of am straight-legged, and I can put one flat foot on the floor, but my other foot's not going to be flat. My other foot's going to be on my toes. I'm not that tall. I'm a short guy. I'm a short, fat guy. You guys probably didn't know that, but I'm not a skinny guy. I'm actually pretty fat. I don't feel like showing my body, but I'm not skinny. So the fact that a fat guy is on this bike that can just, in first gear, easily, first gear, I zoomed in, that was 40 something miles an hour in first gear, and I'm fat, and I can do that. This bike is amazing with speed. Amazing. If you're an experienced rider and you want something that's comfortable, that's lightweight, and this is an inexpensive bike. I don't know what you guys call expensive, but $8,000 was the listing price for this bike. Now, I mean, there's a couple things that I could do to make this bike better. I could make the seat sit back a little bit more. It's kind of at an incline where I feel like I'm sliding forward when I slow down sometimes, and I don't like that. I like to sit in a seat, not on a seat. And these are rubber. I wish they would, you know, be metal or some industrial plastic to where they're not wiggling and wobbling, because they do catch my eye when I'm riding. But other than that, the actual performance of this bike is astounding. It is amazing. I am in love with it. I want it to be mine, and I'm going to have its babies. Actually, it's going to have my babies because I'm a male, and this is my Sorry. I'm sorry. I might end up just cutting that out. That was... I love women. I used to come through this way with my when I was a high schooler. No, I used to come through here with a little Honda Del Sol 93. The only place I've ever lost control was around this turn coming up here, right where I turn left here. It has front wheel drive, so I wasn't expecting to lose control in the back end, but yeah, coming around this corner, I tried to cut a sharp squirrel. Anyway. Right here, went sideways, started looking that way, tried to fish it back way, went that way, ended up just stopping, you know, facing that way in the middle of the street, and had to back up, and luckily there was no one around to make fun of me, but yeah, I'm an idiot. I was an idiot. So I really got to grip the bike when I let go of the throttle, because this thing, whoo, pulls me forward. There's a stop sign. When did they put all these stop signs here? I don't remember these. What are we doing here, guys? What are you doing? You're gonna go straight? Yeah, you are gonna go straight. I did not just flip him off. I did the whole thank you, but from behind. So I'm not an asshole. I just really didn't know what he was doing. And I didn't feel like passing him until he gave me the until he gave me permission. Alright. So I do have to get more tread on my tires. You guys didn't feel that because you're just watching a video, but my tire did slip a little. I felt me. Hey! Okay, don't wave, asshole. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. I'm fine. I'm fine. I don't care. I don't like him anyway. He didn't rub my belly after I ate. He didn't make me purr like a kitty cat. Go ahead and pull over right here. Have a nice little view. That is... There we go. So like I said, this is a very tall bike. Very tall bike. It's a tall bike for a short person. Let's go ahead and put that out there too. So yeah, no cars coming. Gee, not skinny. But there she is. There's the beast in all her glory. Oh, she's so beautiful. She's so pretty. Oh, I want to make love to her all night long. Get out of here, you little Honda. I don't want your bullshit. Little girl had cat ears. I am so foul with my language. I am so sorry, guys. But yeah, so now you guys, you've taken a look at her. No license plate, so I don't have to worry about covering anything. Let's just go ahead and continue this little mountain ride. People in their import cars and race bikes, they like to come up here and hug these corners and race around and see how fast they can go. They had to build banks because people kept going off the sides. And when you go off the side here, it's not very pretty. Get the fuck! Ah! You see that? She crossed into my lane. This is my lane, not your lane. That stupid, see look, little tuners. He thinks that car's fast. He thinks that car, get out of my lane! Ah. You see his passenger in there recording because they think they're quick. They think their cars are too fast and too furious. And I think their cars are just bupkis. Extreme bupkis. Bupkis, 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 bupkis. See if I can catch up to those two tuners. Those little rice rockets up the street. There's a little bitty. Oh, my Honda's so fast. My single overhead cam 4-cylinder 1.6. Oh, it's so quick. Anyway, I know I can make fun of them because I used to be one of them. Like I said earlier in the video, Honda Del Sol 93 1.6 liter no, 1.6 liter 4-cylinder single overhead cam that I used to think was fast. I will admit, I did the stupid. And then I got an actual fast car and then realized how slow that my Del Sol actually was. But I never made it look like these guys' bikes, you know, or these guys' cars. I'm talking about cars. Never made it look like these cars. These cars look like they've got parts from other cars because they got white paint, they got red paint, they got black paint. No, my car looked nice. It was a solid black. No aftermarket parts on the outside, no stupid vented hood, carbon fiber trunk, none of that bullshit, because when the car is that slow and it doesn't have that much power, making it lighter really doesn't make that much of a difference. Unless you do more to it, which I didn't have the money to do because I was poor. I'm going to go ahead and get to the top of this hill, and if I don't see them, then I'm going to go ahead and end the video. Alright, so I didn't catch up to them. They probably took off because they thought that they were like, wow, we're too fast. We're too furious. We're going to die if we stay on this road. And they're not. They're really, really not. So, yeah, this has been my day with my little baby here. Little baby cakes. Love her. I love her. I love her. Anyway, so more videos to come in the future of my bike and the idiots that I have to ride with. And yeah, so this has been a long time since I've had a video besides the go-kart one, and I'm gonna get back into it, guys. Those who subscribe to me, I thank you, I love you, I find you devilishly handsome and immaculately beautiful. And I love you. So, stay tuned for the next episode of Shadowfly rides his motorcycle around and tries to find people who are doing stupid shit. Catch you later. Shadowfly out.